From the Australian Security Academy in my South Australian private investigator hat, coming to you from Queensland as a licensed surveillance investigator in Victoria. That's pretty tricky to get your head around, isn't it? We've got a supplementary episode, 226 of Spy Curious, because an important issue has come up this week for all Australian Security Academy students and graduates who are licensed private investigators conducting surveillance in New South Wales. Under the Licensing Act in New South Wales, this is the rule. Licenses must be worn by security operatives and be visible on their body above the waist, so anyone they are dealing with in a function of security in New South Wales must be able to see it. That's the rule. Now, this rule has been pointed out to me this week, and it's been there forever, and it's never really been a big deal. But it's become a big deal because there is a $5,500 fine for not doing so. Now, this makes life quite tricky because surveillance is a covert activity and nobody knows or should know what you're doing. When a client gives you instructions,
stake out Wayne Manor.
To stake something out or someone out, they are very clear, and that client has a high expectation that you will comply with everything licensing and be licensed. But you have to wear your license so it's visible when you're on a covert operation currently. Or you could be fined a maximum of $5,500 at breach. This is an occupational problem for...
Actually, I'm a spy.
Anyone that conducts surveillance in New South Wales.
Listen, she's a spy.
So what can be done about this? Well, the issue can be raised with the Chief Commissioner in New South Wales by surveillance agents that are affected by this, and all of them actually are. How do you raise the issue? If you're a member of an industry association or an Australian Security Academy graduate, you can contact me and ask me to get a blanket exemption for our industry association members and our graduates from the Commissioner of Police. And I have formulated a letter to the Commissioner telling them about the issue with visible licenses on covert operatives, because it's an issue for all of us. Because what will happen if you're conducting mobile, foot or static surveillance and someone comes up to you and sees that? Basically, what will happen is...
That's right, your cover's blown.
Cover's been blown, you know.
Hopefully I haven't already blown your...
The entire cover is blown, you understand?
My cover has been blown. I repeat, my cover has been blown.
Looks like our cover's blown.
Think your cover was blown? No.
Your corporate spy's been compromised.
Nope. The longer we wait, the more likely our cover gets blown.
Yes, so that is the issue. Wearing this and displaying it on a covert surveillance operation can compromise your operation for you, the surveillance operative, for the client, who could be an insurer, a corporation, a government department, or even the New South Wales Police. So in order to approach the Commissioner and get an exemption, we have to write to the Commissioner. And the more members that write to me of our industry association,
Actually, I'm on duty. We're on stakeout tonight.
of this industry association, if you're a graduate student of the Australian Security Academy, just write to me, mike.evans@australiansecurityacademy.edu.au, and I will go to the Chief Commissioner of Police in New South Wales with correspondence requesting that this doesn't have to apply to our group of surveillance licensed operatives operating in the field in a covert manner. So that's the whole purpose of today's supplementary episode 226 of Spy Curious, Australia's only weekly news program for licensed private investigators, live streamed every Friday, 226 consecutive times, Christmas granted, not done then. So that's the big news that's happening. The other news this week is, don't miss Friday Investigations Uni, where we're talking with Scott Taylor about elicitation skills. So something to really look forward to coming up this week for our members of AirLap and our students studying in our program with Scott Taylor, episode 60, elicitation skills, Friday, 1 p.m. at the Australian Security Academy. Get in touch with me. I will pass on a request for an exemption for a group of graduates of the Australian Security Academy to the Commissioner. And if the Commissioner won't give that exemption to not have to do this, he or she will have a good reason why, and they'll explain that to us. Then we will go back to them, and again, we'll explain to them what the problems we are facing as a result of that might be.
Prior spy activities?
He's under surveillance.
I'm the surveillance fan.
Spy calls a mini. Looks like our cover's blown.
Your cover's blown.
My entire cover is blown, you understand?
I think our cover's been blown.
Kid, cover's blown. Get out.
Think your cover was blown? No.
Yes.
Your dead husband was a spy.
See you Friday on Investigations Uni and for episode 227, Spy Curious. I'm Mike Evans from the Australian Security Academy, and we're going out in the usual way.
작전 종료. 전원 복귀할 것.
Listen, she's a spy.
I'm the surveillance fan.
Looks like our cover's blown.